Being a part of Christ has been crucial to me. I can say with 100% certainty, I don't know where I would be or if I would even be here if it were not for the hope and faith that I have in Jesus Christ. At the same time, I can say with 100% certainty that being a part of this church and a church my whole life has been crucial to my growth, my development, my maturity. Being a part of church has not just given me a place to grow and develop and mature, it's given me a place to serve, a place to share with others everything that Christ has done in my life. It's also given me a place to build incredible relationships that have gone beyond just feeling like friends and truly feel more like family. There are certain times when I think about how my church family has been there for me that come to mind that I just feel is important to share. Because here at Life Church, we mean it when we say nobody walks alone. There was a time where my youngest son was in the hospital. He had had an accident and he was had been admitted to stay overnight for a fracture in his skull. I was low, was sad. I was there by myself, and it was so incredible when the next day I heard a knock at the door, and I wasn't expecting anyone, and it was Pastor Allen, and he had shown up with a gift for Brock, and we were pretty new to the church still at that time. We hadn't even been here for a year yet. I didn't call anyone from the church to let them know. I had just posted about it on Facebook, and they knew that they had to be there for me. Our church knew that it was a moment in my life where I needed support, and without having to ask, without having to be told to come, they showed up, they showed love, they showed support, and they prayed for us. Years later, my son was in the hospital. He was battling RSV, pneumonia, rhinovirus, and it was just a really, really scary time. He was in the hospital for 5 days, and Pastor Terry came 3 of those days to come and pray for us. Other people from the church brought food to us while we were in the hospital, and having that community of support that was God-given was a strength. They were literally being Jesus in our lives. As Christians, we are called to be Christ-like. We are called to love each other. The disciples had each other. They prayed for each other. They encouraged each other. They walked together through the hardships of life. And that is, to me, why belonging to church is so important, because I have seen my church come alongside of me and walk through this life with me in the times where I needed them the most. Pastor Terry has been at the hospital with every baby that I've had. He's dedicated my babies. I've had friends that I have made at church who have come to help me when I need help, whether it be something with my kids or something with my house. It has just been an incredible community that I have gotten through these believers that I am in fellowship with at church. And it's been an incredible, we have a life group, and it has been beautiful to see the relationships that have formed, the way that we're able to humbly and vulnerably share our hearts with each other and be there to encourage each other, to say, hey, I've been there too, and to be that strength to one another. It's a really beautiful thing belonging to a church and having a church family. It's why I encourage everybody to get connected to a local church, because having Christ is the most important thing you will ever decide for your life. But connecting to a church is going to feed you. It's going to allow you to grow. It's going to allow you to just reach the full potential that God has for you. It's going to give you accountability. It's going to give you correction when you need correction. And it's going to give you love above everything else. Love, support, encouragement, and family. I don't know what I would do without my church family.